Saint-Germain family, to the pre-match podcast of Paris Saint-Germain versus Monaco. Apologies for the camera quality. Just realized my phone needs charging, so the camera will be low quality for just like 5 minutes, and then we'll be back. I had the decision either start the stream 5 minutes later with the actual good camera. I was like, you guys only care about the plus you can see me. Plus you can see me. So yeah, that was the trade-off. Let me just send. All right. Let's go PSG. Let's go PSG Brandon. PSG go back to back. We'll be there. But again, I mean, you know what? We can be hungry, but let's stay humble. Stay humble, man. Allez Paris, allez Paris. Dembele will not be is not available for this upcoming game. No. Hello, Cody. Hello, Cody, my bro. Gaetano 0065. Love it, man. Allez Paris. Number one. What the fuck? Yeah, no Dumbos. It's okay. It's calm. He'll be back. Again, like even when Neymar used to get like big injuries right ahead of knockout stages, but I never get mad. Like injuries is part of football. Always has been, and yeah, we just gotta accept it. So yeah, I'm a bit of being injured. I mean, I put blame on Lucho, the medical staff and stuff. Investi nu Saviele. C'est quoi? No. My phone is recharging. It'll be back soon. Safanov has to carry? I don't think Safanov has to carry. Talent football in the gutter. Rip Inter Milan. No. Shout out to Bodo Glimt. Yeah, shout out to Bodo Glimt. I mean, they fully deserve to go through. I actually think when I made my prediction, I backed Inter just out of respect. But I've rated Bodo Glimt ever since the beginning of this tournament. Even when they were underperforming in the beginning of the Champions League group stage, I've always backed Bodo Glimt. So yeah, shout out to them, man. And football always wins. If you play great football, you win. Yo, what's up, Giannis? Yeah, Brunt, stop. I've already answered it. It's 6% at the moment. I'm gonna be soon back. Buddha. Shout out to my Norwegian brothers. As a political statement, I think Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Finland should leave NATO, should leave the European Union, and create the Kalmar Union. I think it would. I mean, it would actually work now much better than what it did during the 1400, where it didn't really work that much. Where one was the king, like Denmark had the queen and so on of the Kalmar Union. I think they should all combine and become one strong entity. The unite because all share similar cultures, similar values, and we would be a very strong nation. Yo, super, super. How are you feeling for tomorrow? No and Bobs. I haven't seen the second goal. I've only seen the first goal, and that was because it was a Akanji mistake. Everybody was posting it. What do you mean? Yo, PG man. Hope the boys watch the intermatch. Take no opponent for granted, even if you're at home. 100%. With the game being 3-2, it gives me a little bit of happiness in sense PG we will take this game seriously. If like one had scored and we were 4-2, there could have been a little bit of scariness that we would have been a little bit arrogant going into the game. But because we only have a one goal lead, I think the players would take it seriously. Um, yeah. By the way, PJ, I've been thinking about DMU, especially now with can cooking. If you were thinking about like if you want to have me as a guest on you and your friends, like the podcast that you do, PG, would be I really enjoyed last time. It was great talking to both of y'all. I mean, feels like talking to actual humans, unlike some collaborations. But yeah, just wanted to let you know, man. And thanks for being here, man. But there's only worth 50 minutes. This is man. I think they will lose when meeting one of the big clubs. We'll see. We'll see. I think they will face. Hmm. Yeah, Spurs or Liverpool. I think because Atletico will face Spurs or Liverpool, but they're going to face Spurs or Liverpool. If they face Spurs, they win. Liverpool. No, I think Liverpool go through. Don't know what that means, but let's go. Oh, um, I don't remember. Just like a strong mentality win, I guess. Man City or Sporting. Okay. I mean, they could beat any of the two. Uh, hey, let me just set this up. Phone is back up. Yo, what's up, Santo? Yo, I have a question to everybody that's been commenting this. When you go into the live stream and you see this, don't you get the question? Oh, maybe his camera is not working. Maybe you immediately get this reaction. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? All right, calma, calma, calma. But yeah, please, next time don't do that, people. Like, I get irritated at that. I'm doing great, man. Just woke up. Watched a little bit of the Atletico Madrid game. Missed the other later games. And yeah, it's time for Paris Saint-Germain in the UEFA Champions League. Wow, 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 wow. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I think Barca has a higher likelihood of knocking us out if that's what you're looking for. That's what I want to hear. Blurry camera? When did I have blurry camera? I mean, look, I know the script. The script has been saying Chelsea for a long time, and that's not going to change. There's one thing I want to talk about as well before we start going into the game a little bit more. No, 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 no. We're not going to be arrogant here. We're not arrogant on this YouTube channel. If we face Chelsea, it's going to be a very tough game. You know, despite Chelsea being not in good form, Chelsea is usually a team that improves for the bigger games, and I think it could be two very tough, two legs. So yeah, I'm not going to underestimate any opponent. Chelsea or Barca. I have that as a sneaky prediction. Yeah, because for me, Like when you're injured in the beginning of the season, everything, it's all about wanting to prove yourself. And I think that's one reason why Dua was struggling as well. Um, but yeah, I think Dua will actually cook. All right, this is what I want to talk about. For the people that don't know, our under 19s finally made it through to the knockout stages. Last season, they got grouped. The season previously, I remember I watched them. I watched the game, but I didn't have a live stream. We lost to Dortmund, I think, on penalties. We battled in the game. We had so many chances. Gharbi playing for us back then. And now they're swapped it. So, in the Champions League for us, it's two legs. Under 19 is only one leg. So this is, I think, round of 16. They don't have round of 32. Round of 16, one-legged tie, under 19 Youth League, Champions League. I'm going to make sure to wake up and actually do a watch along for this game. So if you guys want to join me, it's going to be 2 p.m. Central European time. So 7 hours before the Paris Saint-Germain game. I'll do a live stream on this. Then obviously a quick reaction after it. And then obviously we wait until the PSG Monaco game is about to start. But yeah, just for the people that don't know, Paris Saint-Germain will be playing Helsinki from Finland, my brothers. And hopefully we go through. All right, there you go, Ray. When you do it to cook tomorrow, he's gonna have to be the main 100%. 100%. But I need the entire team to cook, man. But yeah, do it. Khvicha as well, Yanis. We know about Kvaratskhelia in Champions League games, man. Especially at the back. Like when you think about it, I think Khvicha even away, he's great. But Khvicha, hopefully fucking Barcola can fucking do something, man. And again, Giannis, the last time he scored a Champions League goal was the second leg of the round of 32. So maybe he finally breaks his 1-year curse. Bradley Barcola has not scored a Champions League goal in 1 year. Yeah, I've seen it. Tough sport. Tough sport. When I say what? Bradley Barcola, obviously I'm fucking pissed. I have a high standard at this club. I don't know why people treat Bradley Barcola as if he was like 18 years of age or something. Dude is 23 years of age. He's going to turn 24 years of age this year. We got to have a standard. I don't know why people... Look, I like Barcola. And I'm patient with Barcola. And I would support Barcola. When I watch the game, every single time Barcola has the ball, I'm not like, Barcola here again. No, I'm like, Barcola, and then he fucking shits it at the end. But no, I have a high standard, unlike, unfortunately, a lot of PSG fans when it comes to Bradley Barcola, and I'll always keep it like that. He did assist, yeah, but again, I have a high standard. Bradley Barcola has missed like 16 big chances in this 1 year from last round of 32 game. I don't know, but again, Haaland, it's more for the future, so I'm not focusing on it that much. All right, now let's go into the game. Let's actually see if some new. I have seen some of the reports going into the game, but man, Twitter is such a fucking cooked place. I'm going into Twitter now to PSG Monaco game, and I'm seeing a dude blow his head off with a bazooka. Fuck, man. From like some account called Banned Videos. Like horrific, horrific place. Yeah, protect Hakimi, man. I've already made a video about this, guys. If you want to go and watch it, it's absolutely disgusting. The framing of our superstar. Yeah, I mean, yeah, nothing has dropped, so we'll do this. And then we'll go. Again, I'm not gonna blame it on ego, no. And I've always said I think Dua has, a little bit of that ego and everything. But Barcola, I don't see it. The Barcola is a very selfless player, maybe too selfless sometimes. But no, Barcola just has bad decision making in the final third and under pressure. Because I'm playing the youth league, it's under 19 years. Because I'm playing for the main team next year. Ye- Yeah, I mean the thing is, I don't know that much. That's actually why I also want to watch this game. I don't know that much about the current under 19 players we have. But here's the predicted lineup for the Paris Saint-Germain game. Safanov in goal, Marquinhos, Pacho, Nuno Mendes, Ashraf Hakimi as the defense, Vitinha, Warren Zara, Emre, João Neves, Khvisha Kvaratskhelia, Ziridu, and Bradley Barcola up in attack. Mayulu is not going to be in the squad. Fabio Ruiz is not in the squad, yeah. And same with Osman Dembele. Dembele has a little bit of an injury. So, yeah. I guess that's Reddit soccer with the R there. I mean, I don't use Reddit. I haven't been that much on Reddit, but every single time I've been on Reddit, I see that it's filled with a lot of liberal Fugazi merchants. And again, I'm not right or left. I don't care about the political sphere, but I just see it's a bunch of feminine men and masculine women on that platform, or at least majority of them. I've even seen some Reddit posts about me, and the amount of like takes I see, it just okay, you're gay. Okay, good, good, good that I know. Good that I know. So yeah, I don't take their opinion seriously. And obviously a lot of people that discuss not just the Hakimi case, any case, anything. When people talk about politics, anything, they don't do their research. They don't know what's going on. They just see, oh, Hakimi, he's a rich guy. Because you know what? It is true. A lot of rich people and famous people think they are in a powerful situation where they can do whatever they want and however they need to do it. We have unfortunately a lot of superstars, a lot of famous celebrities have committed heinous crimes, but generalizing every single one and saying, "Oh, yeah, I don't know, Dani Alves did it, this dude did it," that means Hakim has done it. It's just ridiculous, man, and completely disgusting. Mayulu will not be leaving PSG this summer. I don't know why people are, I don't know, looking too much into those reports and stuff. Hakimi wife let him because of him, or Hakimi wife left him? Oh no, Hakimi's wife. I think. Again, I don't know too much about Hakimi and his wife and their situation, but my presumption is you mentioned the age thing, but I just think they got together. It was stupid from Hakimi's case, stupid from Hakimi's case. Um, but they got together. It didn't last for that long. And then she wanted to divorce him, take the money as well. Obviously, Hakimi had put it on his mom, but I've even seen reports now that she regrets, leaving him and would want to get back with him again and stuff. But that's why it's very dangerous if you have a lot of money, if you have a lot of power. It's dangerous, letting any a woman into. You got to know her intentions, which is very hard. It's a very risky, delicate situation, and that's why the relationship that do work out for famous people are the ones that happen before the fame and money and power. Messi happened before the fame and money and power. We can take PSG players as examples. I know Neves, Vitinha, Nuno Mendes has girlfriends. Vitinha already has a kid and stuff. So that's probably going to work out. Dembele, he found like a great woman. He was a bit fortunate, but yeah, I don't even think she left him because of that. I think she wants to leave him before that allegations and stuff happen. Bonsoir, Revi. Bonsoir. Nothing but respect for Bodo Glimt. Miksak FC is still the biggest club in Scandinavia. Revi, all I'm telling you is I don't want to give any false hopes, but there might be a potential comeback. For me, we didn't play last year. This year we might be back, highly likely. And as I've said, Revi, for me the biggest thing is if we can have a functioning drone, because then I will want to record the stuff and edit it. It will look so much better, and it can actually become really great. And I've actually become much better at football as well, so I will look even better. um, but yeah, appreciate that mixed Tyler shout out there. He shouldn't have married an unhijabi worthless woman. May Allah guide him. Again, I wouldn't say non-hijabi women and all of this. I mean, there's some non-hijabi women that are still great women. A hijab is mostly obviously it gives you some kind of perception about how the woman is and so on. But I wouldn't like to use that wording and so on. He should have known better. I mean, this was a woman that probably had sex with multiple different guys. That's obviously a much bigger red flag than her not having a hijab. And she was 32 years of age. She was probably very desperate. Hakim was probably just a little bit too horny as well. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's obviously a big thing trying to marry as young as possible. That goes for anyone, whether you're a Muslim, Christian, atheist, Buddha, wherever you are. And if you can't, just keep on searching and trying to get the best there is. No, I mean no. The aim has been to finalize the contract extension as soon as possible. At the moment, the recent reports that have been dropping regarding Barcola and Dembele are positive reports. Like the negotiations are going well. Still a little bit far away from a confirmation, but we just got to work harder in negotiation. Freshest school. This was the last comment I can see from you, and it's not even a question. Maybe your questions are not popping up for me. Only me that think Kvarsky was better than he is at PSG. Look, at Napoli, the team was built around him. So obviously he's going to look better from that aspect. But I think he's accomplished more. He's had bigger individual moments. I mean, I remember I watched Kvara with Napoli in the Champions League knockout stages. Spooky. Spooky across those two legs versus AC Milan, for example. Maybe he didn't have any help. But yeah, this is the lineup going into the game. As I mentioned, I can say again, no Dembele, no Fabian Ruiz, no Mayulu, no Enjanto, obviously. But yeah, it's a beautiful lineup. And I really can't wait for this game. It's going to be a really exciting game. Hopefully, we can get a great victory, a great result. We rested, a lot of our main players in the recent game. So I'm expecting a beautiful night. Similar to the 7-0 versus Brest. I'm not expecting the same result, but because that game was insane. Because usually with Lucho, when we're like 4-0 up, We take the foot out of the gas and stuff. That game, we didn't take the foot out of the gas. We wanted to get as great of a result and get even more confidence going to the round of 16. Plus, next game is Le Havre away. Could be a little bit tricky, but obviously there are way more trickier games in Ligue 1. So no, I'm expecting something huge from us. Got huge expectations going into this game. True, true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, just that weird thing. Like I would for her, even if she wore a hijab, and when you looked at her history and everything, that's the thing. Like most women, you don't know their history, and even in Islam, you shouldn't be asking for their history and so on. But I mean, her history was available everywhere. So yeah, Hakimi could have done better, but again, it's in the past. Hakimi's past that, she's past that, and hopefully he finds a great woman. Your thoughts on arranged marriage? It's completely normal in my culture, and I say I'm 25. I might consider in the future. I mean, there's actually an arranged marriage is just way more successful. Look, what I will tell you is this: for me, one thing a lot of people, especially here in the West, have got it wrong, really completely when it comes to marriages, is this love thing that you gotta love each other, have a bunch of sex, live with each other for a long time to understand if you're gonna marry, which is completely wrong. You have to look at it as basically a negotiation, a contract. If I want to marry someone, I don't care about our chemistry and this. For me, the most important parts are the values, how we're gonna raise our kids, how are we gonna live our life, are we gonna respect and compensate for each other in the relationship? So, in that sense, that's what you do in an arranged relationship. You got both basically authorities, her parents, your parents, both authorities. Both of y'all gotta act respectfully. No fucking children and messaging and all of this gayness. You just sit there, you lay down your basically like a contract negotiation. It's like you the booze and then Nasser contract negotiation. You're like, look, I won the Ballon d'Or. Give me this, and you would be there like, this is what I expect from my wife. This is what I expect from myself in a relationship. Does this work for you? Obviously, a lot of people get arranged and forced marriages mixed up, which doesn't make sense. Obviously, there are unfortunately a lot of forced marriages, which I'm completely against, which Islam is completely against, which doesn't make any sense, and it's completely wrong for both parties, and especially on the parents, as they are the authorities of the kids, especially in that moment. But no, I think arranged marriages is the way to go. Has always been the way to go. Obviously, you will still get some marriages and relationships that don't start off in an arranged way, which is normal. But majority of the relationships should start off in an arranged way because it's the best way possible. Then you have a respect between both partners. You have respect between both parents as well, and you actually get to the good stuff. It feels like people just want to have the fun, the sex, the dates, all of that. But you should just go straight into it. Look, this is what I want. This is what I expect. What do you want? What do you expect? She's like, oh, I would like this from you. You're like, yeah, we can work that out. Yeah, I could do that. And you're like, oh, I would want this from you. And she's like, yeah, you know what? I can do that for you. Because then it's a healthy relationship. People have to understand one thing: love, emotions goes up and down. One week you may love her, the other week you love her less. So if your relationship is built upon love and emotions, obviously you're gonna break up. Obviously you're gonna divorce as you don't feel when you like a lot of women that divorce say, "Oh, I didn't feel loved." Like, what the fuck, man? This is you got fucking kids. This is a relationship. You've spent 5 years and you're here talking about love. This is another thing they've gotten from the Hollywood and all of these movies. It's all about love and feelings and goosey boosey and boosey boosey. Just some BS, man. So yeah, to finish it off, uh, a marriage or the beginning of a relationship, the best way possible to start it off and for it to be a healthy relationship is to talk about the serious stuff, the serious matters. Because a lot of people they go into a relationship without talking about the important stuff, and then when they're together for like a couple of weeks, a couple of months, this comes up, and he's like, "What? I didn't know that about you. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that." Ooh, and she's like, "Ooh, I don't like that you do that," or something. This is stuff you should have discussed in the beginning. So there we go. There's my full review because this is something potentially personal to you. If you have any more questions or inquiries, let me know. We'll cook here. We'll cook here. Fabian be out for ages. When will he be back? I don't know, Psych. I mean, no, no, no. He's gonna be back soon, Psych. Since before, I think 1 or 2 days before the recent game versus Mets, he's been doing training with the team. So we're just taking a little bit easy on him. So Fabio Ruiz is like imminent to come back. I mean, I'm going to be discussing with the comments right here. And what's your thoughts about race mixing? For me, first of all, I don't believe in race. So I wouldn't want to use the word race mixing. I would rather use ethnicity mixing, culture mixing. Look, obviously, a relationship that is, similar culture, similar values, similar mindsets has a higher likelihood of succeeding and being a stable relationship. Um, but especially in the international world we live in now, I mean, if you live in a very homogenous place like Algeria, for example, you're not going to do that much culture mixing, ethnic mixing, because everybody is the same basically. Well, let's take for example these Western European nations. There's a lot of immigrants and so on, so you get a lot of ethnic cultural mixing and so on. And again, if you go through the most important stuff in the beginning of the relationship, you can see that it will work out, then you can do it. I'm just saying it's obviously more likely, percentage wise, that a relationship where it's the same culture, same religion, same values has a higher likelihood of succeeding. But I don't have this negative view of some people saying, oh, you're diluting the blood. You are, that's all disgustingness, honestly. And I mean, look, I'm a child of ethnic mixing, not race mixing. We don't believe in race over here. Only Jews believe in race and racist supremacists like Nazis and stuff. We don't use the word race here. Um, I'm a child. I'm an experiment of ethnic cultural mixing, and I mean, I'm doing fine, man. Again, Derek, I'm just saying what Islam tells us. Islam tells us if you find a wife and you guys are discussing, you should not be asking. You have no right to ask her about her path and her history, because that belongs to her and is between her and God. The same goes for you. I understand, especially in today's day and age, like Derek, back in the day, most women and men used to be virgins. So that was not something you had to ask. Nowadays, obviously, it's different. But this is just the ruling of Islam. Because when you start discussing the history, or you did this, the judging starts, and it's just not a good thing. But I understand that you say that. Wa alaikum assalam. My Ramadan has been really great. So, how's your Ramadan been, man? I love your views on life. Yo, appreciate that. Whitaker 2676. Thanks so much, man. Balogun over Ramos at PSG. Yeah, maybe. But honestly, I'm not even gonna talk that much about Gonzalo, man. He scored important goals for us. Completely agree. Something put me about that. I found out a year later. I guess you're talking there about the history. It's it's a really difficult thing to discuss. I think it's something important to discuss how we should go through this. But everyone has a past, a positive past, a negative past, and obviously I'm not going to say history doesn't impact the future or the present. Absolutely no. It would be good if people are honest. If it's really bad or something, it's a very difficult thing. It's a very difficult thing. Came to rage. I mean, we don't do rage baiting here. Especially now, I just woke up. Like when I wake up, that's when I'm at my like happiest state of mind. I'm just chilling, vibing. I just ate some sambusa from Somalia, some burek from Algeria. So I'm chilling, man. And welcome for the relationship and love advice. Yeah, there's only one human race. I mean, where this entire race thing came from, psych, was the people that say we come from apes. Because animals, there are different races in animals. If you're an animal and want to say you're part of a race, I mean, you can describe yourself as an animal. I'm not an animal though. The thing is, Rivi, it's a little bit understandable. As I said, Rivi, throughout the majority of history of mankind, most people that got married were virgins. So it was never something, we can look back at history. What did they do before? It's a new thing. And obviously, body count does affect both the man and woman. I don't like people that, obviously, I think it affects the women more, but I think it affects both. in a negative aspect. Obviously, the best thing should be if both are virgins going into a relationship and so on. I understand people wanting to know it, but I think people have to respect each other and have to, just respect that maybe people have potentially a past or a history that you don't like, but it shouldn't affect the relationship as much as you want. You can put a virgin clause in the contract. If she doesn't agree, then no one can leave. Again, if you're really someone that wants a virgin, you could try to make sure if she is, before it gets obviously big. So like the first thing you tell her, are you a virgin? She says no, and then you can leave. Obviously everyone has their own preference. I'm not going to be like feminists. Oh, you don't want to date that person? Oh my god, you are sexually assault. I don't know what word they use. They mostly do that for like ethnicities and so on. Like if someone says, oh, I mean, it's also a bit weird saying I don't want to date a certain ethnicity just because of their color or something. It could be because of their culture. We could say, I'm just not compatible with that culture, for example. But yeah, PSG 23, 24. No, I give it to Barca. I give it to Barca. I mean, Barca 24, 25 was actually a very good team, a very great team. 23, 24 PSG was a good team. But again, I think that year was a little bit weak as well. Like both, I think Madrid and us were the two best teams. Like we were good, but like not that good. It was a little bit of a weak year. Again, I don't believe in the word race, but and date as well. But I can marry someone outside of my culture. For me, the most important thing is religion because that's the ideology and that's where the values are built upon. And Menchu getting clipped out, Mexico on the brink of civil war. Yeah, I've seen that he also got snitched because he was chilling with like an OnlyFans model. uh, um, Look, I've been predicting there will be like a worldwide war, revolution, all of that. So it just goes along with that. We're living in a very destabilized world where, you know, these things shouldn't surprise people. We're going to have crazy stuff happening across all the world. Mexico on the brink of civil war. I mean, the potential of that has always been there because of how strong the cartel are and how weak the state enforcement is compared to. Obviously, the main loser will be the people of Mexico. Probably a lot of people will be looking to immigrate into America, and that will start an entire immigration, ice shit, garbage, and then the World Cup is gonna be there. Whoa, yeah, but like even us defensively that season, Arian. I mean, concede 2 goals to Dortmund, but no, I think their attack wins. I think like Inter, for example, Arian, that Inter from last season are still better than PSG 23 to 24. So I don't know if people, for example, Africans with black skin and Chinese with yellow skin. I mean, you're very wrong hating people generally because of no actions. You can say I hate criminals. Why? Because criminality is very immoral and negative action. How can you say that you don't love Africans with black skin and Chinese with yellowish skin? Why? Why is my question. It has. But if there was any time, obviously, if we faced them last year, 24, 25 PSG, we'd still beat them. But no, I just think Barca was really strong last year. And 23, 24 PSG, I like it, but and we were fucking relying on Mboobi's area. And Boobies dropped a stinker. I'm so happy he's gone, man. Like we're relying on Dabuz now. It's totally different game now. Yeah, no, man. Like this World Cup, I've already said it multiple times. Like every single day, I will upload the video. What the fuck is going on? Because something crazy about to happen every single day, man. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's been going on for a very long time, though. Okay. My bad. So then you mean like I couldn't go into so my question to you is, if it's about culture, then it's understandable. You can just say my culture, my ideology, my way of living is not compatible with that culture. So if you say that instead, then that makes sense. But saying just race, colors, then I don't understand. Arian, that Mbappe played against the Barca team before, and Mbappe was so fucking bad, man, that he forgazes those two goals, man. Will be there, man, and it's very good because during the summer cycle, I wanna chill, I wanna take my time off. I want to chill with my friends, so it would be really nice. I would just chill with my friends, read some reports. Oh shit, let me just record the video, and I've been doing a lot of like quick videos just with my phone, and you guys seem to like them as well. So it's really great for me, man. I can chill and work at the same time. Low-key unpopular take. Kvara is the X factor of this team. When he's at his best, PSG is genuinely unplayable. I mean, Kvara is Mr. Champions League, but I would still put him and Dumbouz as a combination. I think Desiree Doué has the X factor, just not consistent enough, and obviously he's still very young, so that will come with time when he becomes like peak. But I would pair Dumbouz and Khvicha up. I think Dumbouz, Khvicha, UCL nights. Lucho can still sit there before a game. Barcola, Doué, but like Khvicha and Dumbouz. Champions League, man. Champions League. I mean, again, it's only been one season, 1.5 season now, but Khvicha Dambuz as a Champions League duo is like one of the coldest. Like yin and yang, black and white. Genius and genius, man. Both two-footed, both can score, both can play make, both can dribble. It's unfortunate we won't have Dambuz for this game, man. Um, I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of people like joke about it and stuff. I just think Mbappe. It's clear, a lot of reports have mentioned it ever since towards the end. And I remember I tweeted today that I blame this mostly in the Madrid management for forcing him to play the Supercopa de España and letting him play. But Madrid fans so told me Mbappe was trying to go for that Fugazi Ronaldo irrelevant record when he was injured as well. So he also has to take responsibility. I mean, that is though the definition of. I mean, you're basically saying this person I can't like or have a relationship with because of the skin of his color. I don't like the skin of his color. What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? That's basically generalizing a person and how you might like him or not because of something he was born with. What? You see how that doesn't make any sense? Yo, thanks so much, Yusuf Banani, man. Ramadan Kareem to you too, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love, people. Keep sending love, people. I'm saying this to everyone. We're living in a very dark time with so much negativity everywhere. And it's very important and it's very crucial to send as much love as possible. You don't lose anything by giving out love. So Yusuf just sent me love. I send him all love back. And I just hope everyone that's watching, to this 57 people watching at the moment, shout out to you guys, obviously, for watching. Massively appreciate it. But just send love, all right? There's too little love in the world. There's too much hating, too much negativity. Love, peace. And we still gotta hate, obviously, but we gotta hate the fucking dirty people, the elites, the leaders of these countries. Yo, I've just seen your comment, Arian. I will come to it, man. I mean, Claire of fucking Vinicius Rodrigo, by the way. We're going for Benzema, Vinny. Ooh. Ah. Arian, think about it. So obviously 20. Ooh, that's the thing. Both Benzema. I mean, that's a very comparable one, Arian. Benzema and Dembuz in 21-22, and then Vinny and Khvicha. I would say those are the two best UCL duos in like the past 5 years. Hello. I would say duo is Mr. UCL Junior. He's not there yet. He showed great moments and so on, but not there yet. Yeah, and I think he can be a little bit more selfish and so on, but I would never criticize a humble person and a humble player. Man, I love this game. Not really. I mean, looking at this lineup, this is going to be the lineup. When it comes to Luis Enrique, especially in the Champions League, there aren't that many surprises. Fabian is out, Dembele is out, Mayulo is out, Beraldo's not going to start. Chevalier, no, I think Safanov is the starter. Now Zabarni, no, I think Marquinhos is the starter. That's about it. I think Kagili has been a very good player, but I just can't see him starting ahead of anyone that's here. Cook. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We haven't been that bad. It just hasn't been as great as last year. I mean, last year PSG, that was one of the greatest football teams we've ever seen. So, but we're getting back to it now. A lot of injuries we've had this season as well. Yes, sir. Keep the agendas and stop betting. Stop betting as well. Oh, Barcola. Okay, okay. Yo, Skingson Pids. Once again, massively appreciate it. I'm very happy that you enjoy the content. This always gives me that extra little bit of motivation. Exactly, Arian. Exactly. The two best Champions League duos in the past, like how long do we gotta go back? Like they're clear of like fucking Salah, Mane. That Bayern team, honestly, it didn't have like a duo. You could say maybe Lewandowski, Gnabry, but no, I'm taking both Khvicha Dembuz and Vini. Yo, we might need to go really long way back. You got Eminem Barca. You could say like Messi Neymar. Yeah, Messi Neymar, GOAT. Especially in 14, 15. Suarez was fucking nice. No, Suarez was good. Suarez was good. Those Madrid teams, I wouldn't say you guys had like a duo. I mean, if you go to La Decima, then you can say Bale, Ronaldo, like 13, 14. But again, this is long way back. Not P. I mean, we didn't win the UCL in 1920. I was thinking of Neymar and Mbappe, but no. Maybe some Mane Salah season. No, no. Chelsea, no. Yeah, you know what? Best since 14, 15, since Messi Neymar. Again, I love Kvara, and we can actually have the conversation. I think it's tight, but I'm not gonna fucking disrespect Vinicius Junior, man. Where's Khoya? Where's Julian? Bienvenue. Again, I would love. I think Kangili, because of his performances and everything, deserves to start. But does he start ahead of Kvara? No. But Barcola, honestly, yeah. I think in terms of form and everything, yeah, I wouldn't mind starting him ahead of Bradley Barcola. Haaland, KDB. Again, those are two good players, but I think their Premier League duo was much better than their UCL duo. Let's say this is UCL duo. Yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think they lost Supercopa de España to Atletico Bilbao. Robert Ribery, yeah. But then obviously we're gonna go way back. But shout out to you, Daniel. Haven't seen you here in a while. Welcome, man. Um, Score prediction. All right, let's give my score prediction. I think the scoreline I'm thinking is 4-2. We get 7-3 aggregates. I think we're gonna get goals. Maybe 5-2. No Dembooz. I'm gonna say 4-2. Maybe 3-2 again. But I'm gonna say 4-2. 4-2. PSG win 4-2 tomorrow. Again, I'm not looking to replace Dembele, but Erling Braut Haaland. Curse who? Lucho? Yo, stop this Lucha agenda, man. Stop this Lucha agenda, man. Yeah, I was thinking Müller, Leva, Gnabry. But again, when I look back at that Bayern team, the thing is, this PSG team was a great team overall. But Khvicha Dembuz was still an insane duo, man. Yeah, but unfortunately extended now. No, no, keep on the major hot takes. I know you will not like this, but listen, when a healthy Neymar shared the pitch with him, Mbappe has never been the best player at PSG. How is that hot take? Neymar was always better than Mbappe. The only time Mbappe was better was 21-22, and that was peak Mbappe. But even in the season after 22-23, Neymar was better. Score brace tomorrow? When it comes to some players, I'm looking for GA. Like even Dembuz, I'm saying, oh, come on, Dembuz, let's get a goal at brace today. When it comes to Khvicha, I don't know, just ball, man. Like Khvicha don't need the GA, man. Even though he's been cooking with GA this season in UCL, I think 6 GA and 3 goals, 3 assists, and 7 UCL games. Maybe 1 goal, 1 assist. Doer, hopefully Doer goals. Bradley Barcola just inshallah anything. Inshallah. Own goal, like he shoots a deflection and gets own goal. Anything, man. Bruno Rasmus? Come on, man. We talk about Champions League football here. Goated one. I mean, it has to be the most goated manager assistant. Trying to think of manager and assisted one. Like I know we had like Arteta and Pep, but like it was never famous or a big thing. Yeah, it was Arteta, but have we had like any good moments like that in UCL? Not in the UCL, just in football in general. Assistant and manager. I don't know if I'm blacking out or I know that Zidane, it wasn't that big though. I know Zidane was the assistant, I think, of Ancelotti, La Decima year, maybe. Or maybe it was with Benitez. I don't think so. Like, I don't know why there's so much pessimism and negativity. I think it's a lot of trauma early on because we went through the Mbappe, even the Neymar stuff, Messi stuff. Like we've gone through some extensions and so on. But no, I've been very calm. I just hope we reach as soon as possible because obviously it will affect Dembele and PSG in general. And a lot of people talk about it, reports, rumors, and stuff. But no, I think Dembele feels at home and he wants to stay at PSG, and he would even be. I think honestly, early on, a huge factor, of the negotiation is Moses Sissoko. If Dembele had another kind of agent, it would have been a little bit better. But no, I think Dembele wants to stay, and PSG wants to keep him. Like, what do you mean exactly? I know Nasser's interview said like we're not going to give some crazy money out or something, but that's something they've said all the time. What you think? It's just like the Donna stuff because they said the same for Donna. Dembele is not in the squad. Wait, Sank, Lucha is not exempt from critique, but like we can compensate for if he does some bad stuff for at least 2 years. I said he won us our first UCL in our history, tripled 6-2. Like, and you say no, if he goes back to back, I will give him 365 days. Yeah, I think so. We can't face Barca in the quarterfinals. But I would take. I don't want to play Arsenal. I don't want to play Arsenal. I just don't. I think I think Vitinho will take it. I think he will still, I guess, be there. Like today, yeah. Oh, Safano. Massive game for Milan. To be honest, Arteta is by definition a Pep disciple, but he doesn't say his team up even such wait. Yeah, no, no, true, true, true. Now someone asked about it. Have a salary cap. Dembele's already a PSG legend. Wait, let me read the full one. Let me. Dembele's already a PSG legend. All right. My screen just froze. I'm gonna try to find it on my phone in the meantime. I can't see your comments as well. Um, let me see. I know why my like Google Chrome freezes sometimes. Okay, this is what Nasser had to say. The club's policy is that we have a salary cap for the players, as everyone knows. Everyone must respect it. The team and the club are most important than anyone. Yeah. Usman is a legend of the club. I love Usman as a player and as a person. Perhaps people don't know Usman as a person, but he's a wonderful person. My assumption about that is that Nasser, is saying that no, Dembele will get, you know, a good contract. He won't get maybe if they're asking for a crazy amount of money and so on. He's saying that that won't happen. Obviously, this is PSG. It's different than before. Oh, what the? All right, we're back. I don't know if you can hear that well. Before. I basically said I read out the stuff, and I think what Nasser is basically saying there is like, some boost, some boost, and everything. We make sure that gets what he deserves because he's already a PSG legend, unlike Mbappe. So no, I take that as PSG. It's very important for them to get the stuff message out, like, and it's not just for them boost. It's for every single PSG player that's looking for an extension. It's for every player that wants to join PSG. So I think that message is always going to be there. Uh, but no, I don't take that as like, oh, we don't care about them boost. We're gonna throw him away now that he's had the season that he's had. No, I don't care about the Premier League, man. We'd be there. I would do that, Arian. I would do that. We'll see. Yeah, and the thing is, like, for me, it's not just about them boosts. It's about both. Look, Dembele wants as much money as possible. It's his last big contract. PSG want to limit the wage as much as possible, and it's a negotiation. One side is here, one side is here, and they're gonna come closer and closer to each other. We're now in a situation where PSG are now. Should we sell them booze to Saudi Arabia and cash in, or Dembouz was thinking, "Who should I leave PSG?" We're not in that situation. No, no, we don't play that kind of football. We play high risk, high reward football. It's like Barca. They had fucking Busquets. Yeah, he's a good DM, but he's not some insane defensive monster. They defended by having the ball and their insane pressing. Like Pep's Barca was insane pressing. So yeah, no, we don't need that. Yeah, what's up? Alvarez. No, for Nasser, yeah, Orlean, but I think this is just a new PSG gimmick. Campos mentioned it after the Donnarumma departure, and I think it's just a message to the current players and to everyone that like earlier. Let's not forget Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes, we had a little bit of a tricky situation where he wanted maybe more than we wanted to give him, and la la la, and then we came to negotiation. But even there, Nuno Mendes, who is one of the stars, one of the gems of the team, Orlean, we were a bit hard on. This is just a new because it's not just about we're doing a new thing, Orlean. It's about how bad it used to be when it comes to wages at PSG before Orlean. Like we need to really push the idea that it's not like that anymore. It's not like that. If you want to continue here, win trophies, compete for the Champions League, you got to listen to us. And I think Nasser just wants to make that clear. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think people are just going into the rumors because we get clicks and everything. But look, I'm someone that was part of the Mbappe negotiations. I'm someone that was part of the Messi negotiations. I wasn't really here for the Neymar negotiations, like as a YouTuber. And this Dembele case is calm, man. It's calm. If some big new news drops or something, then obviously. But from everything that's dropped recently, it's looking good. The recent reports about Dembele's extension is everything is progressing well as well. Alvarez just suits our system perfectly. Very great player, big game player as well. Look, we want to give Dembele money, but obviously we want to keep a good salary cap because the thing is, if you give Dembele a certain wage, then next time we're gonna extend Khvicha. Khvicha is gonna be wanting similar. Vitinha is gonna want similar. We got to keep it all together, compact. So I understand PSG. Exactly. And now Arsenal and Chelsea fans do it. I mean, United fans thinking that's even crazier, but yeah, people believe anything nowadays. Um, we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, now we want to make any new signings until the end of the season. So I think it would depend on this season. Like, let's say we get knocked out and it's because of some certain thing. Let's say Fabian has a disaster for Champions League knockout stages. We have Draw, we have Warren, but maybe we go out to sign like a Verts top player, really quality. Just as an example. I think strengthening on Marquinhos is a good thing we should be looking into when it comes to the starting 11. Yeah, exactly. We need to keep the wage thing good if we want to keep all of these players. And you got to think we have a really young squad, which means that their wage is just going to increase with time. Because we have the squad that PSG has is one of the most stacked teams of all time. When you look at especially starting 11, I mean, we basically have okay. We used to have a world class keeper. We don't. Hakimi world class. Nuno Mendes world class. I mean, best in their position. Pacho world class, best in his position. Vitina world class, best in his position. Neves world class. I would say the best box to box midfielder in my opinion. Fabio Ruiz world class, one of the best offensive eights in the world. Khvicha Kvaratskhelia Desiree Doué. I wouldn't say Doué is world class. Yeah, he's really close to it. Just got to show more consistency and so on. But he's got world class talent. Khvicha world class. Dembouz world class. I don't know how many times like this is why I say the only teams I compare this PSG team to is Prime Madrid and Prime Barca. Those are two teams that had basically world class best player in the world per position everywhere. So yeah, and as I said, we have a really young team, which means their wage, every player's wage is gonna go up, and we gotta keep it tight now. Because if we let them boost get like a 60 million wage now, we're cooked. We're cooked, man. For example, one wage that affected us, Warren Zara Emirates wage. We gave Warren way too high of a wage. And I think that was part of the Nuno stuff. Nuno said, yo, Warren is not even a starter, and you're giving him this crazy money. And I think PSG knows they made a mistake there. I think Van de Ven, let me see his foot. Because Schlotterbeck, he is left footed. And the thing for me earlier then is, what happens to Huijsen then? I like Huijsen. I just think, he's had injuries and he went from Bournemouth to Madrid. It's completely different. Yeah, Van de Ven is also left footed. I would go for a right footed centre back. I remember you guys used to be linked with Lukeba from RB Leipzig. He could be cheeky. Maybe you go in for Konate again. But both of them are lefties. I rate Huijsen. Huijsen has a very good future. Some rumors of Vitina to Madrid, Nuno to United, then Worcester, Chelsea, Arsenal, even Lucha to a bunch of dirty Prem clubs. I mean, it's like they just want to destabilize the biggest club in the world, man. And yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait for back. Like it's like we need to get this back to back. Like the back to back is nearly as important as our first UCL, man. I mean, yeah, 100%. His salary is definitely way too high. Maybe I've never seen it. I think, but like a contract negotiation for a wage reduction, maybe. Like if we tell Lucas we gotta sell you or something, your wage is too high, and then we tell Lucas if you want to stay, we'll reduce your wage. I would be happy with that. I like Lucas Hernandez; he brings a great mentality and everything. So I would like to keep him just with a reduced wage, but I don't know if that can happen. I think he's a good player, very limited, very good squad player. Gives us goals off the bench. I think he has 10, 12 GA this season, but I don't rate him that highly, no. So Funke, 100%. I'm still a bit intrigued how Bastoni is still at Inter Milan and no Prem, La Liga. PSG, I'm saying Bastoni, so. But even before we got Pacha, I was looking into Bastoni every single window. Just that his price tag was always really high. But I think definitely he would definitely upgrade Barca. The only thing with yeah, no, he would definitely upgrade Barca for sure. How many PSG jerseys do I have? Maybe 20? Yes, sir. For the people that don't know, let me find it here. Round of 16 draw. 12 p.m. local time. Fuck, man. I'm gonna be cooked, man. I'm gonna be cooked. Yeah, I would extend him, Arden. I mean, I saw Jamil. Jamil came out and said, there are a lot of fake reports surrounding Mayula at the moment and stuff. I think there's definitely, something in the negotiations. Some people say it's playing time. Some people say it's money. Jamil said it's not that much about money. It's more about playing time and so on, which is understandable. We have a very competitive squad. But I think Mayula wants to stay at PSG. He has a really great relationship with Lucha and everything. Uh, it's also the new generation of football players early and young players now think they're him and are gonna be strong in negotiations and so on. But no, I think Mayula will stay. This team's driving me nuts sometimes this season. I understand that, Psych, but the thing that has always made it calm for me, Psych, is two stuff. The first thing are the valuable excuses. I don't like to use excuses, Psych, but there are multiple valuable excuses for our dip in form. We started off actually the season really great, and then we dipped. But now we're coming back a little bit. So the injuries, how quickly, how many games we played last season, last year, everything we did last year, just mental fatigue as well. When you win so much, it's hard to continue to win. That's why teams don't go back to back, because when you win at UCL, you become a little bit comfortable. And I think that's a good thing, Syke, why we've been struggling this year. Because we are at the moment the hungriest team to win the UCL, and that's not crazy take. And we just won the UCL. We just won the UCL, but we're still the hungriest team to win the UCL. And also, when you compare it to Madrid back-to-back team, Psych, the season after they drop off, no, they don't look like the best team in Europe. And then when the knockout stages come, we're the best. And this team, what they showed last year, I know that now when the big games are coming, will peak. Favorite PSG jersey? I mean, not this one I'm wearing, but probably has to be the Jordan 18-19. Because I've always wanted that kit and I got it and it's so beautiful, man. Like I use it all the time. Like I was on holiday with my friend, I just wore it. Like it's such a beautiful, iconic kit, especially when I had like full blonde hair. I looked like Neymar, man. I looked like Neymar. I, I wouldn't say so, no. Soon. I mean, he would let me know, but I guess not yet. Yo, thank you, Rivi, for the promotion, man. But yeah, if you want to see all the kits that I have, you can go and watch that video. At the moment, actually, I'm ordering the new PSG kit, which looks really nice. A bit too many kits. But yeah. Would you like another 5-0? Would you I like another 5-0 win really tough match for a final? Don't matter. Don't matter. Obviously, the 5-0, it was great for us, but the entire world was like, oh my God. I don't understand it. If we'd won that final 3-1, we've gotten maybe more prop from the casuals. Not actually people that know ball, they're like, yeah, 6-0, PSG, go to team. But casuals like, yeah, 5-0, yeah, into a trash. So if we'd won that final 3-1, maybe the casuals would have, I don't know, praised us more. I don't know, man. But honestly, I don't care about the casuals. They can cry. I don't care. 5-0, 3-2. A final is a final. A Champions League is just a Champions League. But obviously, if we get another 5-0, 10-0 aggregate Champions League final scoreline, yeah, best team of all time. True, 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 true. And I've seen that as well, Psych. I have been critical, but that's the thing, Psych. The thing with me, I've been critical, but in the moment. I've never been critical for the end goal because I know the goal. I know the goal. There's been some complacency moments this season, but I know the end goal is the end goal. I think we'll face Chelsea. Yo, draw. Let's go. Money, money. It's all about economics. Football has always been about economics. If you broke, you ship. If you rich, you good. Do you think it's fair that Cristiano got suspended? I do believe he said he racist slurs to Vinny, but technically there isn't any concrete evidence. Or did I miss something? You're completely right, Arlen. There's no concrete evidence on what he said. I guess the main evidence is what Vinicius said that he said. Obviously, Mbappe said some stuff as well, but looking at Mbappe's reaction when Prestini supposedly said this, there was no reaction. And Mbappe, Mbappe's not a reliable person. I mean, he's a fucking dirty snake. I think it's good from the UCL that they want to remove this, but then also you ask yourself, maybe it's Madrid power, Orlean. If this happened in Club Rouge, Bodo Glimt, or something, would the same consequence have happened? So I think it's a good measure by UEFA. If it's true, there's definitely some question marks about it. Yeah, and I mean that's Barca's fault. I've seen so many people say, "Oh my God, Summer robbed us of a UCL final. Inter robbed us." No, Barca robbed y'all. They conceded fucking 7 goals. They were even up, what 6-5 in the last minutes of the game and bottled it. And Barca PR is satanic. No, no, it's not. It's not gay, man. It's not gay. Man. Madrid, PSG. Look, Madrid, PSG, Barca. Honestly, we should be like and Bayern against the filthy, disgusting Premier League. Like my dream Champions League semifinal is I don't care who faces each other about PSG, Barca, Bayern, Madrid. That's football heritage. That's football heritage, man. Those for me are the four sexiest clubs. If I was a football player, I would want to play for one of these four clubs. These are the four clubs to be at, man. This is football, man. Fuck the Premier League. Fuck the Zionist American filthy, disgusting Premier League, man. So no, Arian, it's not gay, man. It's footballistically. That's how a football fan thinks, and it's a bit cute that we've been playing round of 32, just us two. I know Bayern played round of 32 last year as well versus Celtic, but not yeah, obviously. And I also think that's why, for example, PSG will get Chelsea because they want to have Barca more in the tournament because they know. I mean, they also want to have us. You know, if Barca knocked us out, that wouldn't be good for UCL either. But I want that semifinals. I would take, yeah, I would take Bayern Barca. You know, they played each other in the group stage. Both teams have, I mean, Barca maybe regressed since they faced. Bayern have also obviously improved a lot since they're facing that group stage game, and they have massive history in the Champions League. And then we gotta have PSG Madrid. All right, we got it in the Club World Cup. It's not enough. I need that game at the Bernabeu, and Booby's crying at the Bernabeu. We need that, man. And then either a PSG Bayern UCL final or a PSG Barca UCL final. Oh my days, man. Oh my goodness. Like a PSG Madrid, the real top four, yes, sir. Why do I want Chelsea? I want to smack them, man. They've been so arrogant. He'll be competing again for the start. This season, he's not going to be competing. He's just chilling on the bench now for something. That'd be nice. Yeah, but even them, like that's the thing earlier. One thing I don't want to happen at PSG is us becoming Lucha. Like City has become Pep. Now that Pep is gonna leave, you know, Rodri's cooked and all of this. Like they're good. They're just not the City of back in the day. I would say before Arlian, the big four was PSG, City, Bayern, and Madrid because Barca were ass. Now that Barca are back, City are ass. Football is back. Wait, I got to make that tweet. Dortmund, Bayern, Barca. Enter? No, my brother actually has no interest in football. Yeah. I may be back for 1 second. Honestly, I don't think it'll be as bad as the World Cup game when you look at our form. Look at our form and other stuff. All right, let's make this. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm creating a tweet at the moment. You can still send in your questions. I will answer it, obviously. Let's. Oh, I don't know if I can show this. All right. All right. Let's do this together, people. Oh, these are like old thumbnails from back in the day. I made a video on A9 skills. Wow, look at the attack we had. I was propping this, man. Dembu, I mean, Dembuz is the only one that succeeded here. Barcola will succeed. Kangli is good as well. Gonzalo, cheeky squad player. But... All right. We can face Madrid in this semi-final, yeah. 1 second. All right, this is what I'm going for because I remember this tweet. Shout out to him, man. This Dortmund fan. All right, that's the picture. What we gotta do now is we gotta take this. Hopefully it doesn't look bad, man. All right, I gotta blur it out. So now the biggest thing is we gotta put logos. It has to be tilting. It has to tilt. Backdrop? No. Angle. Angle? I guess we'll just give it some blur instead. Like that. No, we just gotta change that. Things all of them look different now. Right, I'm gonna ask AI to help us out here. Can AI come in clutch? Could you tilt, make the PSG logo look more like the other three? Could you also swap out Borussia Dortmund text for Paris SG? Similar font, other texts, and also change Wembley 2013 to Budapest 2025. All right, hopefully AI can cook us up here. All right. See if anything. I don't think anything more has dropped. So as I've said, wait, what? So as I've said, I'm gonna be live tomorrow early on for the PSG Helsinki game. Most likely if I wake up, obviously. So yeah. 2026, you're right. Thank you, Cody. All right, let's see if we can make it. I think I maybe need an account. But yeah, to the 55 people watching at the moment, shout out to you guys. Can't thank enough for the constant support and appreciation. Happy you guys are enjoying the videos, the live streams, and all the content I'm dropping. Uh, yeah, we'll cook. We'll cook tomorrow. Looking for the best performance, and then obviously we'll have the Champions League round of 16 draw on Friday, which I'm very excited for. A lot of like heating up content coming up to that as well. Yo, oh, you can't see it. Merci ChatGPT. All right, you will see when I tweet this now. I play this like with my friends and so on. We might start a tournament now, hopefully. You never know sometimes. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a football tournament this year. So here's the picture. Football needs this semi-finals. No, no emoji. Po. Shout out to ChatGPT, man. Nah, GoPro. It's more like it's just about me. I want to make it about the game, so I'm going to upload it if I can manage to get a drone. Yes, sir. Uh, not really. Like this is my house. Like it's my house. It's more of like a private thing. If I move out to my own house, maybe I would do like a quick house tour if I move out. Yeah. But yeah, that's been it from boy PSG. So hopefully, guys, have enjoyed this pre-match podcast. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for the double watch-alongs. PSG Helsinki under 19, 2 p.m. and PSG Monaco 9 p.m. Hopefully, guys, have enjoyed this pre-match podcast. Shout out to everyone that's here. And as usual, allez, allez, allez Paris.